Roland is the name, networking the game. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're learning the A to Z of network devices configuration, verification, and troubleshooting is guaranteed, as well as tips and tricks on how to authoritatively take full charge of your network devices. In my previous videos, our discussion was centered on router configuration, where we learned how to set up basic routing scenarios by entering some elementary commands, then static routing, which allows communication over multiple routers, and then finally how to use various routing protocols like RIP, EIGRP, OSPF to achieve the same goal. That is end-to-end communication between nodes over multiple routers. In today's tutorials, we'll drift from routing to switching. Now, switches are very important LAN devices, local area network devices. They are more preferred than hubs because they can split up collision domains and even broadcast domains logically via a configuration called virtual LANs, VLANs so to say, which is what we'll actually study today. Layer 3 switches can also perform most functions of a router. Now, VLANs provide a way of logically segmenting a network using switches. Okay, for example, in my organization, which we all know, psl.com, we have 3 departments. Okay, we have the sales department, the customer representative department, C-Rep, IT department. Okay, and my boss just got these 3 new switches and asked me to segregate or segment the entire organization based on these 3 departments. Okay, and that's what I've done exactly here using VLANs. I'll show you how to do that. I'm talking about a configuration. Okay, good. Now, by so doing, as you can see, I have the customer rep department, which is also connected to the switch. We have 3 floors here: floor 1, floor 2, and floor 3. Floor 1 has the C-Rep PC, a PC connected there. An IT person is also connected there, as well as 2 sales personnel. Now, floor 2 has 1 sales personnel connected to that switch, 1 customer rep personnel connected to that switch, and 2 IT guys connected to the same switch. Then floor 3 is just dedicated to servers. Okay, so I have the IT server, the sales server, and the customer rep server. Okay, so with VLANs we can do this logically via configuration, which I'll show you in a bit. Now, by so doing, we can enjoy some benefits of VLANs, such as broadcast containment. What that means is that broadcasts are confined within a segment and it doesn't spill over to another. Okay, for example, a broadcast initiated by the customer rep device connected to the first floor switch will not necessarily drift to the PC, this guy connected, this IT guy. Now will it drift to these 2 guys in the sales department. Okay, even though they are connected to the same switch. So the broadcast will only be contained or confined within the C-Rep VLAN, which in this case is my VLAN 2. And so what that means is that the broadcast can spread from this switch to this switch, and only the devices connected to the same VLAN will receive that broadcast, even across multiple switches. Okay, another benefit of virtual LAN is security. Now, VLAN provides a layer of security. It protects the network from threats by preventing an attacker, okay, or a rogue device connected to a switch port from communicating with other users, because apparently they're on different VLANs. Okay, now what that means is that supposing an attacker comes to connect to the switch without my knowledge, without the administrator's knowledge, automatically his device will be part of VLAN 1. And as you can see, no device here is configured for VLAN 1. We have VLAN 2, 3, and 4 across my LAN. And so basically, that attacker cannot pose a real threat to those devices. Also, talking about the security aspect, customer rep PC can only access the customer rep server, for example. It can never access the sales server because it's not meant to access that server, since they are in different VLANs by default. If I want communication across every VLAN, there's a specific configuration that I'll need to do. I'll show you that in my next class. Okay, then flexibility. Now, users can retain their VLAN membership regardless of the switch they are connected to. For example, if we are promoting this customer rep personnel and we are moving his PC or her PC to floor 2, okay, now we don't need to specifically do much. All we need to do is just to assign the port that he or she is connected to in the new switch to the to the VLAN that he or she has been communicating with through. And as you can see, this switch is already having the customer rep VLAN 2. So just one or two configurations will allow us to achieve this. Okay, good. So after today's session, you learn how to create VLANs on standalone switch, how to associate switch ports to created VLANs, how to extend the VLAN functionality across multiple switches through trunk links. Okay, so you can see that a VLAN 2 device connected to floor 1 can communicate with a VLAN 2 device connected to floor 3 across multiple switches, okay, through what we call trunk links. Okay, how to confirm that communication can only take place by default between devices that belong to the same VLAN, whether or not they are connected to the same switch. Okay, and then how to verify VLANs and trunk configurations. Now, without further ado, let's begin. So like I said, my organization here is made up of 3 floors. Our LAN has 3 departments: sales, customer rep, and IT. So I'm being tasked, okay, with segmenting these devices like this into VLANs and then assigning ports to the VLANs. Okay, now I've just set up the topology. I've not done any configuration here. Okay, so we don't have to waste time. That's why I already set this topology up. So let me show you how to get this configuration done. Okay, now I have a console connected here. Okay, oh, I still need a port here, okay, to connect this device. So I need a port here, fast Ethernet port connected to this device. Okay, good. So now what I want you to understand about switches is that the same way we log into a router, we log into a switch like that. Okay, all the modes that I've taught you are still relevant here. In subsequent classes, I'll tell you some differences between switch and router. Okay, so I'll log in through the console. Okay, good. Now terminal. Okay, good. So I'm on the switch. Okay, so on the switch now, I'll first of all, to create VLANs, you go to the global configuration mode. Okay, now you create your VLANs. The command is VLAN. You give a space, then a number. Okay, Now I'll show you the range of VLANs that you can create on this switch. You can see we have from VLAN 1 to 4094. We have special range VLANs and we have basic VLANs and extended VLANs. Okay, now you can see VLAN 1 to 1005 are the not extended VLANs. Okay, so in this case VLAN 1 is the default VLAN. It's always there, you don't need to create it, and you can't delete it as well, you can't modify it. So that's why you can see that my topology starts with VLAN 2. So I'll go into VLAN 2, just VLAN, then the name, I mean the number. Okay, I've created VLAN 2. Now I need to name that VLAN 2. In this case, my VLAN 2 is sales VLAN. Okay, so my VLAN 2 is sales, name sales. Okay, good. So I need to create VLAN 3 as well, VLAN 3, and name it what? crep on the switch. Okay, okay, then I need to create VLAN 4. Okay, because I have 3 departments, VLAN 4, and I'll name it what? IT. Okay, so sales, crep, and IT. Now let me show you something. Okay, I'll show VLAN, I'll show you these commands later, but let me show you how it plays out. Now if I show VLAN, you can see I have my VLANs here. I've created 2, 3, 4, named them sales, crep, and IT respectively, but I'm yet to assign ports to these VLANs. So that's the step, that's the second step. You can see all the ports here by default belong to what? VLAN 1, which is created by default. I didn't create that because I told you it's the default VLAN. So as I begin to assign designated ports to these VLANs, they'll begin to leave this particular row or column, and then here. Okay, so I'll go to the next step, which is to assign ports to this VLAN, and I'll show you how to do that. Now that is done from the interface mode, so I'll go to the global configuration mode and specify the particular port. Okay, I need to confirm that. You can see crep is connected to port what? FA0/3 on the switch. Okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll go to interface F0/3. Okay, interface F0/3. Okay, all I need to do is to enter the command switch port mode. Okay, now a port can in VLAN can basically be an access port or trunk port. There are also some other dynamic features which I will not go into for now. So now a port that is connected to an end user device is an access port. Okay, a port connected to a switch or a router is configured for trunk. Okay, that's the basic way to explain it. So switch port mode, I'm making that port access first, then I now assign the port to it using this command switch port access VLAN. What VLAN? crep is you can see crep here is under VLAN 3, so access VLAN 3, and I'm done with that. Just 2 steps: create a VLAN, associate ports to the VLAN. However, I need to assign these ports to their respective VLAN. Okay, now I have a port FA0/5 and FA0/4 to be assigned to what VLAN? VLAN 3. Okay, so I'll still log into the switch interface. Okay, let me use the range command. Now the range provides a way to specify basically a range of interfaces that you want to configure for the same command. So for example, what I want to do now, I want to assign port 4 and port 5 to the same VLAN. So in this case, interface range FA0/4 to 5. Okay, you can see it has taken me to the interface range configuration command for both ports. Now, any command I apply here is going to be applicable to port 4 and 5. Okay, so switch port, mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN what? And what VLAN does CREP belong to? I mean, sales VLAN 2. Okay, I'm done with that. Okay, now there's also a port connected to another VLAN here. As you can see, this port here, FA0/2, is connected to VLAN 4, the IT guy. Okay, so I'll go there. Okay, interface FA0/2. Okay, interface F0/2, switch port, mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN what? Now the IT is in VLAN 4, I suppose. Let's confirm. As you can see, IT is in VLAN 4, so access VLAN 4. Okay, good. So let's confirm by issuing the show VLAN command once again. Show VLAN. Now, as you can see, these ports are assigned to sales VLAN, this port customer rep VLAN, this port IT VLAN. Now, what this means basically, which we'll confirm before we go further to extend the VLAN functionality to span multiple switches, is that only devices connected to the sales, to a particular VLAN, will communicate with one another. What do I mean? A device connected to FA0/4 port on this switch can never by default communicate with the customer rep VLAN in FA0/3. Okay, so these two devices connected to the same VLAN will be the ones to communicate. We will verify that, but first things first, let's give them the device's IP addresses. Okay, so I'm going to give this 172.16.2.2. okay, so I'll come here and give it an address of 172.16.2.2, subnet mask of, let's use 255.240. okay, the gateway, we don't need it now. I'll tell you when we'll use that. Okay, so I'm done with that device. I'll give this 172.16.3.2. okay, so I'll go there, 172.16.3.2. okay, 255.255.240. okay, 172.16. no need. Okay, sorry, we'll come to that later. Okay, now I'll give this 172.16.1.2. so I'll go to its configuration mode. Okay, 172.16.1.2. okay, slash 240 255/28.240. okay, good. So I'm done with this. I'll give this 172.16.1.3. that's the last one on this switch. Okay, so 172.16.1.3. Okay, 255.255.240. Okay, good. Now ideally these two devices should be able to ping one another or each other, but this device can never by default ping this nor this, and vice versa, even though they are connected to the same switch on floor 1. Let's test that. So ping from here to here to 1.3 and then to 2.2. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'll go to command prompt and ping 172.16.1.3. you can see that the communication is taking place. Okay, then I also ping 2.2. now by default this communication will not go. So we've splitted or segmented these devices on this switch. Okay, you can see that even though these two devices are connected to the same switch, they can't communicate by default. So broadcast has been contained within a particular VLAN, as well as there's a layer of security that is introduced, and flexibility. Good. Now what we want to do next is to extend this functionality to span multiple switches, these floors. As you can see, I have devices connected to the switches on these floors, such that from this device I should be able to ping the customer rep device on another switch connected to a different floor, or the server, because they are all connected to the same VLAN. Okay, so extend that functionality, and likewise communication from this device can never by default go to the sales, even on multiple switches. Okay, so I'll log into this device. I need to connect a console to this device. Okay, let's use this as a connection. Okay, so I'll log into this switch and create 3 VLANs here as well, the same VLANs, and then assign ports to them. Okay, so let's go. Good. Configure terminal, VLAN 2, name, VLAN 2, okay, name crep, okay, so sales on VLAN 3, okay, so VLAN 2 name crep, exit VLAN 3, name sales. Now you have to be very careful with the name. If you mistakenly omit a particular alphabet, you run into trouble. Okay, VLAN 4, name IT. Good. Then I'm done with the VLAN's creation on this switch. Let me verify. Show VLAN. Okay, you can see I have 3 VLANs: crep, sales, and IT. Okay, so I'll assign ports to them as usual. You know how we do it. Okay, so here I've got port FA0/3 is meant to be in VLAN 2, and FA0/4 is meant to be in VLAN 2. So FA0/3 VLAN 3. Okay, FA0/3. So interface F0/3 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 3. Okay, and FA0/4 interface FA0/4 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN what? FA0/4. Okay, VLAN 2. Okay, we have to be sure. Access VLAN VLAN 2. Okay, then we have two ports connected to the next VLAN. I'll show you that. You can see we have FA0/5 and FA0/6 connected to VLAN 4. So use our range command. Interface range FA0/5 to 6. So interface range. Okay, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN what? Switch port access VLAN 4. Okay, VLAN 4. So let's confirm. Show VLAN. You can see I've done that. So if I give these devices IP addresses, communication should go between devices connected to the same VLAN. Let's do that. So I'll go into this device, give it 172.16.3.3. okay, 172.16.3.3. okay, 255.255.255.240. okay, 172.16.3.4, 172.16.3.4. okay, 172.16.3.4, 255.255.255.240. Good. So we'll go to the next device as well. 172.16.1.4, 172.16.1.4, 172.16.1.4, 255.255.255.240. okay, and the last one 2.3, 172.16.2.3, 255.255.255.240. okay, so let's verify. This should only ping this device across this switch or both switches, and then it shouldn't be able to ping this nor this. So let's ping from here 2.2 to 2.3 and see if we can ping 1.4. Good. So I'll go into this device. Okay, ping 172.16.2.3. okay, I'll tell you something. For this to work, the trunk link must be functional. As you can see, it's not going yet because I've not configured trunk on the link connecting both switches. I told you that a switch can either be an access port or a trunk port. Trunk port extends the capabilities of VLANs to span multiple switches across the domain. Okay, so in this case, I need to extend that capability by just a single command on each switch. We'll do that. So on this port is faster than a 0/1. I'll log into that switch. Okay, I'll go into faster than a 0/1. okay, enable conf interface fast Ethernet 0/1. Now the command syntax is switch port mode. Instead of access, we'll make it trunk. It's as easy as that. Okay, so I'm done. I need to go and save my configuration now so that I'll not lose it. Okay, so right, same thing, same way we save on router. Okay, good. So now I have to go to the connecting ports here and do the same thing, faster than a 0/1. Okay, so I'll log into this switch. interface fast Ethernet 0/1, switch port mode access, switch port mode trunk rather. Okay, good. Now I'll show you a way to configure, to verify the trunk link. Show interface trunk. Okay, you can see I've verified that fast Ethernet 0/1 is a trunk port. As you can see, trunking the status, very important. You need this to troubleshoot. So if I have assigned a wrong port to the trunk link, I'll be able to confirm that here. I'll explain all this later for you. The VLANs allowed on this trunk, these are the range of VLANs 1 to 1005. Okay, VLANs that are active 1, 2, 3, 4, those are the ones I've configured. VLANs in spanning tree, a different topic for another day. Good. Now okay, good. So as usual, before we proceed, kindly pause for a few seconds, hit the subscribe button so you can get notified on my subsequent videos. Okay, thank you. Let's continue. Good. Now I need to verify that ping from this device to this device is working. Okay, so I'll come to this device and ping. Okay, so I'll repeat the ping. Okay, now that I've configured trunk on the between the switches, okay, and see whether it's working. If it's not working, I need to troubleshoot. Okay, so it's still not working. Let's see what could have gone wrong. Is this interface not under the VLAN that it's supposed to be? Okay, 2.3, I can see the IP address is correct. 2.2, the IP address is there. Okay, it should ping. Okay, except if I've misplaced the VLANs, which I'll troubleshoot. I'll confirm that down. Okay, so let's confirm that. Okay, so here FA0/3 should be under VLAN 2. Let me confirm that. Okay, show VLANs, remember, show VLAN FA0/3. you can see is under VLAN 3. Okay, under VLAN 3. Okay, so FA0/3 is under VLAN 3. What that means is that this device crep is under VLAN 3, so it should be under VLAN 3 here too. So FA0/4 should be under VLAN 3. Okay, show VLAN FA0/4. you can see it's under VLAN 2. Wow, I have misconfigured this VLAN, that's why I'm not communicating. Okay, so I'll remove it and rectify this. So this crep is supposed to be VLAN 3, not VLAN 2. Okay, I'll just change the name here. Interface VLAN 2, no name, crep, name, sales. Okay, so okay, interface VLAN 2, we can always go to that VLAN interface. Okay, no name, crep. Okay, name sales. Okay, let me remove the other one first. Interface VLAN 3, no name sales. Okay, no name sales, no name sales. Oh, not interface VLAN 2. I'm doing something else, sorry about that. So VLAN 2, let's go to the VLAN database. We are not configuring SVI, that's a different topic. VLAN 2, no name crep. Okay, that's a different topic for another day. No name crep. Okay, exit VLAN 3, no name sales. Okay, exit. Okay, VLAN 2, name sales. Okay, exit VLAN 3, name crep. Hope you know what I'm doing. I'm just changing it. I made a mistake. Okay, I'm just changing the VLAN names. Name crep. Okay, so let's verify. Show VLAN. Okay, so show VLAN. You can see VLAN 2, the name is sales, while VLAN 3 is crep. Let's confirm on the other switch. So VLAN 2 belongs to sales, while 3 is crep. So let's confirm on the other switch here. Okay, show VLAN, VLAN 2, you can see sales, VLAN 3 crep. Okay, so we should be able to ping now that our trunk is up and running and we've rectified the problem. So I'll repeat that ping 2.3 and see if it's going. Okay, okay, it's still not going. Let's see. This is 2.2. 2.2 should ping crep, which is at 2.3. Good. So 2.2 should ping 2.3, 172.16.2.2, 172.16.2.3. Okay, so I have to go and 2.2 VLAN 2 is faster than a 0/4, 0/3. So show VLAN faster than a 0/3 is under VLAN 3. That's sales V, that's crep. Crep is under VLAN 3. Okay, crep is under VLAN 3. So that means here it should be under VLAN 3 as well. So I'll show VLAN. These things happen at times. Okay, crep is under VLAN 3. It should ping. Crep is under VLAN 3, under VLAN 3. 0/3. FA 0/3. 0/4. You can see the damn. So the port is FA 0/4. So see interface FA 0. We have to change the port 0/3. No switch port. Access VLAN what? We are trying to remove it from no switch port. Access VLAN 3. Switch port access VLAN 2. Okay, switch port access VLAN 2. Okay, exit interface FA 0/4. FA 0/4. No switch port. Access VLAN 2. Switch port access VLAN 3. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so let's confirm. Show VLAN. It's even good that we ran into this mistake so that you know how to troubleshoot when you fall into such situations. Okay, so customer crep is FA 0/4 and is VLAN 3. Okay, sales is FA 0/2 and it's VLAN 2. So let's see. This is supposed to be sales is VLAN 3. Okay, FA 0/3. Okay, so let's ping from here and see. Let's repeat the ping and see whether it's going or not. You can see it's now going. Okay, good. So you can see that we can ping 2.3 from this device, but if I try pinging 1.4, this one on this device, it won't go. So I'll try to ping 1.4. So what that means is that crep is VLAN 2, right? Okay, let's confirm that so that let's see, show VLAN crep is VLAN 3. So we have to change that from the topology. While sales is VLAN 2. Okay, so crep is VLAN 3. Okay, so VLAN 3 is crep. So let's just do that. Sales VLAN 2. Okay, so that you don't get confused. Okay, crep VLAN 3. Okay, sales VLAN 2. Okay, cref VLAN 3, sales VLAN 2, cref VLAN 3. Okay, good. Now, so we've confirmed that even across multiple switches, we can ping devices in the same VLAN. We'll not be able to ping 1.4 here from cref. Let's try it and see. So ping 172.16.1.4. You can see that it's not going at all. Okay, now good. So now that we've done that, we still want to extend it to the third switch. Now this scenario can continue regardless of the number of switches we have on our platform connected. We might even have up to 50 switches, and we can extend that VLAN functionality. So let's do it on the switch that is located on floor 3 on the third floor, and that is more of like our server farm rather. Okay, so I'll go into the switch and create 3 VLANs and assign ports to the VLANs as desired. So here the same thing. So I'll go into the switch. Okay, enable configure terminal VLAN 2 name. Now let's see very well so I will not make that mistake. VLAN 2 name sales, VLAN 3 name cref. Okay, VLAN 2 name sales. Okay, exit VLAN 3 name cref. Okay, exit VLAN 4 name IT. Okay, good. So let me just save now so that I'll not get to do it later. Okay, or to be on a safer part. Good. So now I want to assign ports to these VLANs as desired. So in this case, you can see that my FA0/3 should belong to VLAN 4, FA0/1 should belong to VLAN 2, and FA0/4. So 4 belongs to VLAN. Okay, so let's log into here. FA0/3 belongs to VLAN 4. So interface FA0/3 interface F0/3 global configuration mode first. Okay, interface F0/3 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN. What VLAN? Let's confirm to be sure. VLAN 4. Okay, switch port access VLAN 4. Access VLAN 4. Okay, let's go to another port. I think we have interface FA0/1 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN what? Let's confirm. This goes to VLAN 2 0/1. Okay, VLAN 2 exit. Okay, then we have what interface FA0/what /4 belonging to or accessing VLAN what? VLAN 3. Okay, so interface FA0/4 switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 3. Okay, let's verify. Show VLAN. Okay, so you can see we've assigned the ports to the VLANs as required. Let's verify our trunk, which I know that we've not configured trunk. Now I'll tell you something about this trunk. Okay, you can see there's no trunk configured. Okay, so let's configure trunk on this device. This port is connected to this switch, so this becomes our trunk port FA0/2. Okay, So on both devices, let's start from here. Configure terminal interface FA0/2 switch port mode trunk. Now what I want to say about this trunk is that what we are doing here, we are manually configuring this trunk. Okay, there are a couple of ways you can configure trunk. Trunk links can be dynamically connected without you doing anything, provided you set the mode right. Okay, which I'll show you probably in some other class. Okay, so if you set the mode right, these two devices should be able to negotiate a trunk link without you manually configuring this trunk. Okay, there's dynamic auto mode, there are a couple of modes that you can do. Your dynamic desirable that will allow these two devices to connect without you configuring trunk. But what we are doing here is manually setting the trunk by using the command switch port mode trunk. Take note. Okay, so configure terminal interface fast ethernet 0/2 switch port mode trunk. Good. Now we are done. Let's give IP addresses to the devices, the servers, okay, and verify our communication. Okay, good. Now once again, before we continue, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, take a break and then click on the subscribe button so that you can get notified on some more videos that I'll be sending out to you. Okay, okay, so let's give IP addresses to this device. This goes 172.16.3.5. okay, so we go this way, 172.16.3.5. okay, we edit this 255.240. okay, now this is having an IP address of 1.5, 172.16.1.5. Likewise, we go this way, 172.16.1.5. okay, this device is having a subnet mask of 255.255.255.240. okay, we go to the next device. Okay, this 2.4. okay, so come to this device and give it an IP address of 172.16.2.4. okay, then we'll give it a subnet mask of 255.240. okay, good. Now we are done with our entire configuration. Now this, let's say IT, let's confirm from IT. The PC, this IT PC should be able to ping only IT devices. So from here, let's ping this server. It should only be able to access the IT server. Where's the IT server? This one. Okay, and it won't be able to access the sales server or this other server, the CREP server. So let's ping 3.5 from here. Okay, so from this device, command prompt ping 172.16.3.5. you can see that I'm pinging it. Now let's ping the other server, the sales server, which is 1.5. Definitely it won't be able to go. Wow, wonderful. Okay, so we've tested our configuration. Now you've seen that communication can only take place between devices on the same VLAN, and this can be beneficial because it can help introduce security, it can contain broadcasts, and it aids in flexibility of the network. Okay, good. Now VLAN is one of the most important concepts in networking, whether you are setting up both small office, home office, or enterprise network. So it's a very important concept. Okay, I've showed you how to verify your trunk link, show interface trunk, very important. Show VLANs. Now I've mentioned that VLANs can auto negotiate their links, but I've not showed you how to do that. Okay, subsequent class we'll be looking at that. Okay, now just to recap, we created VLANs on one switch, assigned ports to them based on departments, confirmed that communication can only take place between users in the same VLAN, even though all 4 users are connected to the same switch. As you can see here, We extended the VLAN functionality to span multiple switches by using trunk links and verified again that communication can take place between users and servers on the same VLANs even across multiple switches. Now we viewed the VLAN database on each switch. We learned how to configure or confirm trunk ports and understand some concepts and benefits of creating VLANs. Hope you had a wonderful time. If so, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop comments below. In addition, chat me up via the email provided for more comprehensive and advanced training and consultation. See you in the next class. Bravo and arrivederci.